Gambia became the 22nd African country to ratify the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. That the agreement now has the minimum number of ratifications needed to come into effect. Now, the African Continent Free Trade Area Agreement has effectively started. The agreement provides a framework for detailed negotiations on trade in goods and services. It aims to create single market for goods, services, and free movement of persons. The ambition is to double the intra-Africa trade by 2022 from its current share of 18% to total exports, which is very low if compared to other regions like 59% for Asia, 69% for Europe. The agreement also aims at cutting tariffs on 90% of goods traded within the continent and trade more in value-added products. Yes. We have been exporting our products raw. They come and buy our products, take them out, process them, and then bring it back to us at exorbitant prices. Now, this is what should stop. Let us start processing our own products here by adding value, then export. Sell here and then export. That is the aim of this Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. For the Gambia, this offers many new opportunities. Our domestic market is small, and our companies need to look across the borders to grow and thrive. I thank the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industries for championing regional business linkages and facilitating more intra-regional trade. The Trade Fair Gambia also explores, discuss, and start new partnerships across borders. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the 13th edition of the Trade Fair Gambia International marks another milestone in the history of trade exhibition in the Gambia, carrying along 450 businesses, most of which are owned by the youth and women, with over 60,000 visitors expected in the next 3 weeks. I kindly urge all participants to make the best of what the trade fair has to offer. While the trade agreement creates more opportunities, the benefits are not automatic. We need to make sure that companies are ready to compete at the national, regional, continental, and overseas markets. And in order to effectively compete, we need to add value to our products and services. Your Excellency, micro, small, and medium enterprises are the engines of economic growth in most developing countries. The Gambia, not an exception. Small businesses are the bedrock of our economy, and they provide livelihood for owners and create the majority of jobs. They provide livelihoods, they are an important drivers for economic growth, and are also drivers for innovative and product development. So it's important that we encourage the micro, medium, and small-scale industries in order for them to grow. Last week, the Ministry of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment officially launched the report of a nationwide MSME mapping study and the report on the Gambia Labor Force Survey 2018. The MSME mapping study found out that there are approximately 115,068 MSMEs in the Gambia in 2018, and 98% of these are operating as sole proprietors. Approximately 23 of the MSMEs fall in the youth category. The survey also found out that more than 80% of businesses in the Gambia do not have access to formal or informal loans. For those who access to finance, terms and conditions of loan repayment are often unfavorable. The vast majority of MSMEs also don't have access to business development services, while only 6% of the MSMEs have access to foreign markets such as ECOWAS, AU, EU, Americas, and Asian markets. The 2018 labor force survey found out that unemployment rate for the entire working age population stands at 35.2%. That is 234,725 persons. And the youth unemployment rate in the Gambia stands at 41.5%. The findings from the two surveys show and reinforce the need for urgent measures to offer economic opportunities to the youth and women. It is crucial that we put our efforts together to create jobs for the youth and implement actions at all levels. The Ministry of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment is therefore collaborating with partners to support skills development of our young people and in general private sector development, particularly the MSMEs. We are partnering with the UNDP to implement the entrepreneurship and private sector development project. We are also working with the ITC to improve the youth empowerment project, and more recently, the She Trades Gambia project, which was officially launched in February 2019. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted that today the government, through the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs, is stepping up the support through the launch of the TFGI initiative. The project allows us to significantly expand the support to young Gambians across the entire country. Under this project, 5,000 young Gambians will benefit from skills training and entrepreneurship support. 2,500 small businesses operating in different sectors, including agribusiness, will be supported technically and financially. And 1,000 young people will benefit from improved sport facilities and activities in rural areas. The project will also help rebuild rural infrastructure, including access to water, storage facilities, rural roads, processing units, and protective fencing for vegetable gardens. The different interventions of the TFGI project will bring us closer to the NDP objective of reducing youth unemployment to 30% by the year 2021. The government will be working with the business community, youth groups, development partners to show young people, especially those most vulnerable to illegal migration, that they can really make it here in the Gambia. That is what we are pushing forward to. I therefore want to thank the European Union, whose support has made it possible to initiate the TFGI project. I want to thank the Ambassador, His Excellency Attila Lajus, for the great partnership and support to our National Development Plan, and for providing an additional 23 million euros in support of the youth employment and empowerment. I also want to thank the implementing partners, the International Trade Center, ITC, the German Agency for International Cooperation, Instituto Marques de Valles Flores, that is a Portuguese partner, and the Belgian Development Agency, Enabel, for their invaluable assistance. I want to assure you of the government's leadership and support to make the objectives of the TFGI project a reality. In conclusion, I want to take this opportunity to once again thank the management of the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, as well as sponsors, for their excellent work, which made it possible for us to gather here today. I wish all the participants of the trade fair a successful exhibition and networking. I thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. We would now have some entertainment, and I would like to call on the NSGA to do a short play and also a song called Tekifi.
You have to understand that I'm in grade 12. I've not yet completed my school.
Understand is this way. Understand is this way.
I said,
How can all illiterates have selected the beautiful cars, beautiful clothes, talking on WhatsApp call? When will I be one having an educated child and you're just not having a real child?
I said, you know what happened? When I was coming, do you know the Lamy? You know him, the one with the one leg. Lamy.
Yes, you have the illiterate children.
Lamy,
I know him.
he's illiterate child. You know him. What and you QMW?
Yeah?
Make QMW.
Baba,
It's not QMW, but BMW. Shut up. The only thing you know is to rectify your
I know.
father. You are as useless as the word useless.
Stop and let him talk.
When he was coming, when the vehicle passed me, I nearly fall down. When he was abroad, you should have also sent me a vehicle so that they will also fall down.
That is the smallest part of it.
But
This
Baba-
is even ever to the naming ceremony. Everybody was called a VIP, except anyone who's scared to go to abroad. And they're calling me on WhatsApp call. Babu, can when will you look this same on us?
Mom, you have to understand. Hey, Baba, wait, don't compare me to those people.
I have been telling him to find scholarship and go to abroad so that he'll be working there and be successful. Inside this Gambia, you can never be successful.
Leave Babuka. Babuka, you know what's the
I
problem?
have been telling you.
I'm giving you two options. It's either you go through the back way, Baba, I said back way, or I will kill you in this compound. Choose one. The back way or killing you in this compound. Baba, back way is
Babuka, you are late.
Babuka, you are going to back way.
Yes, you
And
are.
in fact, I am going. You know this Babuka. Going to Abuka Nature Reserve, bringing one animal in that compound is better than Babuka.
It works.
Let me.
Wallahi, it
Then,
works.
sweetheart, go and cook. Prepare breakfast.
I will.
Because this useless boy, this boy, what I plan for you? Don't have your woman. But mom, just because of poverty, my dad is disowning me,
Don't
mom.
want me. If I didn't my name after like that, but like if I do.
Oh my God.
I don't think that giving back to a child like you.
Is this my destiny? Is this how my life is planned? I don't have anyone to support me. Both of my parents are acting like they hate me. But I know the downfall of a man is not the ending of his life. I have steps ahead. I know what to do. I am not staying in the Gambia. I will leave because there are only two things involved. I either die or live. And I know I will make it. I'm leaving this country, this Gambia. I'm tired of Tabakot and Costa Road. I am going. I will go. I will leave this country.
Where have this boy been to? Huh? Since I sent him to, this boy just wanted. I will deal with him when he comes back. I will solely deal with him. Since in the morning, this man have been calling me just to deal with his boy. Boy, where have you been from, Bob? It's okay. Use this and carry back on your wall.
Impossible. Impossible.
This seems not to be okay.
Where is your boss?
He's over there. You seem not to be fine. What's wrong with you?
Galan, don't ask me a question. Here is not a question room. It's not a question room, Galan, at all. Can you please tell me where I can find a great...
Wait. Mom, can you go out and continue your job? Go out and complete your job. Okay, boss. Do that.
Galan, I mean, can you please help me find a very good marabu who can mix Falak and Nas very well to smoothen my journey?
Why do you need a manager to sweeten your job?
Galan, I am going to the back way. I'm leaving the Gambia. I am tired. I'm leaving you people here.
Are you going mad? Why do you want to leave this nation, Babuka?
Galan,
Why
I will warn you. If I go to Europe, don't even dare to call me and tell me, give me $1, a single dollar, Ngala. Don't think of it. I am telling you, from Gambia to Senegal, from Senegal to Mauritania, from Mauritania to Morocco, from Morocco to Agadir. Chew. If you call me a friend, if you call me a friend, after going to the back way, even you pass by my mansion, Galan, I will delete your life from my register. In fact, I will sue you.
But move again.
Galan, I'm going.
Subhanallah.
The Gambia, no
I don't know
more.
what was happening.
I will even naturalize.
And I believe that the only miracle for his life is to either be a welder or a carpenter. Let him even go and train how to be a fisherman. See, this is even pouring. This man has just messed up my life. I will see what to do. But then, how can I help this boy? He has already... No, this man...
I just cannot understand.
This is Gambia. Doctor.
Come in, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How may I help you?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Untitled and I'm here to register my plumbing company.
Plumbing what?
My plumbing company. Sir.
But wait. I am surprised. Because for 25 years I have been working with the government. But I have never seen any lady coming to register a plumbing company, not to be an entrepreneur.
So, sir, you don't give me the job. You will give me.
But the opposite. I am proud of youths like you, and the nation should be. Because if all the youths were like you, then surely we will develop. Because not all of them are funny. Dimba, na si kekalo may bolo.
But, sir, I'm very proud of you. Because if everybody was trying to encourage young people and youth to empower themselves in our own nation, the nation would go forward. But she had been to many places and then she was rejected. And here finally you have accepted her.
But this is the new Gambia. A Gambia that gives opportunity to all.
Sir, what you just did here? Sir, what you have just changed my life and the life of many youths here in the Gambia. Because I'm so with my plumbing company, I can empower youths to work here in the country. Sir, you just have to know what you have made me today. And then, my mom was here. So good. Thank you, sir.
I'll make sure that I follow you with your license.
Okay. I think we should get going.
Come in, please.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening, come in.
Sir, I was passing by last evening and I saw a job vacancy, so I'm here to apply for the job.
I am very happy with you. Because if all people under your condition put at the back of their mind that disability is not inability, then surely everyone will strive together, enhance business, and make sure that entrepreneurship is promoted. I'm very happy with you. I'll make sure, I don't have vacancies for now, but I'll make sure that I give you contact with someone so that you will work.
My sister, don't worry. I have just registered my plumbing company and it can be my concept.
Wow! I am so innovative today. You people have brightened up my day. I have been rejected by so many institutions simply because of being disabled. But then, I was advised that there are enough resources in this country for each and every person, whether abled or differently abled.
That's true. Madra, again, I am very happy right now. So let's take our list.
And I will make sure tomorrow you get your license.
Please.
Is that okay?
Okay, ma. Here's my resume. Sir, you may hold the resume. Alright, thank you very much, sir.
My day was very good today. Because if all the youths in the country put at the back of their mind, the new Gambia is the Gambia, where everyone is given equal opportunities regardless of the race, the color, or the nationality. I am very happy with them. And I will make sure that all the youths strive together and make sure that business and entrepreneurship is enhanced so that the development will be easy.
Is this Scoutons? Tabokoti? The Gambians. I will soon be back. I'm just from the vicinity 1,075. Yeah, I want them to be using it for the rest of the
Independence Day. you.
Wait. Babukar! Babukar!
Sir, Uncle, where do you know me?
Babukar, don't uncle me. Babukar, it's me, your friend, Babukar.
Big friend, please. So like this, you know me?
Babukar! Boy, I miss you, boy.
Brother, hey, don't touch me. I wouldn't let my
What's wrong?
Uncle, I was beaten. I was tortured very well.
Who tortured you, Babukar?
I ate half bread for 3 good weeks. What? Only half of bread. Had I known, I listened to your words and adhered to your advices. Since I left the Gambia, I don't enjoy pain. It's true that the Gambia is the smiling coast of Africa. Gambia is so nice.
I can remember asking you not to leave your mama land, but you stubborn-headedly left. I told you that you can only make it in this nation. Babukar, you never take KFE.
Galan, those people are very wicked. Whenever I try to smile, they tell me, what you could help back with that. Meaning, you Gambian, you cannot make it here. I saw people slaughtered like this. What? Galan, yes, slaughtered I mean.
Don't worry. I believe that your documents are with you, right?
Galan, look at my stomach. Very hungry, Galan.
I will solve it, Babukar. Let's get to my home.
I mean, a cockroach is better than me.
Let's get to my home. You will be far more better than the cockroach. Let's just get to my home.
Galan, I wish I could swimming pools in my village, but so unfortunate that it's true. Your country, you need to love it. Patriotism is very important, Galan. I love my Gambia. I will not even go to the border, talk less of leaving the country, Galan. I love the Gambia, Galan. Let's stay in the Gambia.
What na ne ñu ñepp nañu take fee. Ta take fee rek mo am solo. We can all make it in our nation. The nation is what we
It's chill life music. Oh, and then you underdog. Leave it you know we do me, you don't do. Couldn't go to no. You got your number, Joby. That money put the beat to real. I'm nothing. Trukina, me no let take it. So what's the diablo for them frequent? Finger taken, come you love the bouquet. For job number, everybody take you feel, take you feel, take you feel, take you feel. You like cool, when I'm not fit, just hear me, let them make you feel. You like cool, when I'm not fit, just hear me, let them make you feel. Everybody.
This song is the next big song, and it's reminding each and every one of you guys that we can make it in our country. Mun nañ fi tekki ta foog ñu tekki fi bàyyi and force solo ya. This is Balhama and Bright Star. Thanks so much.
Thank you, NSGO. I think they deserve another round of applause. I would like to now call on Your Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Aisha Toure, to deliver the keynote address. Your Excellency.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. This statement is by His Excellency, Mr. Adam Barrow, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, at the opening ceremony of the 13th Trade Fair Gambia International and official launch of the Techifi program today. Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, my Lord the Chief Justice, Honorable Cabinet Ministers, National Assembly members, Your Excellency Ambassador of the EU, Mr. Attila Lajos, Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Chief Executives and other senior officials, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, business women and men from the diaspora and from our neighboring Senegal, ladies and gentlemen. I am very delighted to join you today to open the 13th edition of the Trade Fair Gambia International, at the same time launch the Techifi Initiative, a new initiative of the government of the Gambia, supported by the European Union. The program, I am made to understand, is a 3-year program designed to equip our youths, especially those in the rural areas, with job-ready skills, as well as provide entrepreneurship opportunities in various areas, ranging from solar technologies to agriculture and tourism. The initiative also is meant to provide communities in the rural area with the relevant social, recreational facilities and activities, with particular focus on sports. Undoubtedly, the interventions of the Techifi are very important interventions to reinforce social cohesion and provide effective youth engagement and involvement in rural development. The initiative is therefore well aligned to the objectives of the National Development Plan 2018 to 2020, which recognizes the youth as essential engine for achieving growth and development. Furthermore, it is a strategic response to my government's commitment to leave no youth behind in national development. Evidently, therefore, the program is expected to contribute to the National Development Plan objectives of reducing youth unemployment to 30% by 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, it is common knowledge that my government inherited numerous challenges. One of these is the frustrating lack of opportunities for our young people that had resulted to hundreds of our youths undertaking risky journeys through the back way. As people put it, in search of a better future. We all know what these perilous journeys have caused: loss of many innocent lives, great sufferings and grief for families, and breakdown of ties within families. Very sadly too, the massive outflow of our youth hampers our economy as it translates into erosion of the vital human capital needed to engineer inclusive economic growth and social transformation. With much courage, my government remains determined to turn the tide, and we have made important strides to this end. In February 2017, for example, the Youth Empowerment Project was the first project that the government launched. I am pleased that since its inception, YEP has supported more than 2,500 youths, assisted more than 400 micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, and enhanced the capacities of 13 training institutions. Through the Tech Kifi program, we will scale up these interventions to support the youth even further. Ladies and gentlemen, with sincerity, youth development continues to drive our agenda. Hence, youth empowerment towers as a key strategic priority of the National Development Plan. Guided by the plan, we are determined to transform the Gambia into a progressive, vibrant, and all-inclusive society wherein all citizens can realize their full potentials. Strategically, this initiative will foster value addition and growth of the private sector and support our small businesses to increase their impact and contribution to national development. The Tech Kifi project is here to offer many opportunities to young Gambians. Therefore, I wish to take advantage of today's occasion to again call on the youths to become proactive and to take full advantage of all the opportunities my government is placing at their disposal. As youths, your success and the development of our dear motherland depends to a great extent on your drive and willingness to seize these opportunities and transform them into growth and wealth. I am very optimistic that this will happen, noting that many young Gambian entrepreneurs are participating in this year's trade fair. Encouragingly, these are young Gambians championing made in the Gambia products and services through value addition and innovation. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is crucial that market forces guide our training and business development efforts. Thus, we need to understand the potentials and requirements in terms of quality, quantity, and timing. There is no better place to explore these potentials and assess their corresponding requirements than the trade fair. I am confident that during the period of the fair, all of you would be interacting and interfacing, and in the process, learn from each other's vital techniques for business as well as trade development. I would like to thank the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industries for organizing this event. My government recognizes the pivotal role that the Chamber is playing and continues to play. I am particularly delighted that the theme chosen for this year's trade fair, namely regional business networking and youth empowerment through skills training, truly echoes with my government's priorities. In addition, I am proudly thankful to the European Union for supporting the Tech Kifi program morally and financially. I am also proudly grateful to all the partners who have contributed to the project. They include the International Trade Center, ITC, the German Agency for International Cooperation, Instituto Marquis de Val Fior from Portugal, and the Belgian Development Agency, Enabel. My government reassures all of you its unwavering commitment to leading and facilitating the successful implementation of the program. Together, let us continue to pursue the vision of a new Gambia, where the young and the youth become motivated entrepreneurs who will be able to develop businesses and become more useful to themselves, their families, and the country at large. This is the ideal Gambia in which the youth become the drivers of the socio-economic development and transformation we want to see of our country, the Gambia. Let us unite to attain it. Let us unite to attain it. Let us unite to attain it. Ladies and gentlemen, while wishing you a successful trade fair, I have the singular honor now of declaring the Make It in the Gambia Tech Kifi program officially launched. In the same breath, I also have the pleasure to declare the 13th Trade Fair Gambia International officially open. I thank you all for your kind attention. I want to take this opportunity also, having represented our president, to also take the opportunity to appeal to the young people of the Gambia. There is nothing like home. Home is home, and we can only call it home when we are home to make home a better place. Those out there and those who are here, you have heard the Minister of Trade and Industry talk about the programs and projects that are going to come to the Gambia for young people. You have heard the European Union come up with other information to support the Gambia. You have also heard from other people to do a lot who are willing. I tell young people in the Gambia who are present here, those who are out there abroad going to look for greener pastures, your going out is a journey of life, but home is home. You can come back, enjoy the opportunities that have been opened to you to empower you, to do what you want, to become the biggest millionaire you want to be in the Gambia, and it is possible. This is where you can make it, and I urge all of you to please make up your minds. Come home. Home is home, and this government, led by His Excellency President Adama Barrow, is committed with unflinching support to give you to grow. But together we can do it. So I appeal to those who are here to make use of the opportunity, those who are out there who are going to hear this appeal, to please come home. There is a lot to be done. This is not the end of life, and we are ready to support you. This is home. We love you, we want you, and we want you to come home, and engage with the opportunities that the Gambia can offer. I wish everybody good luck. Thank you.
Attila Lajos, EU Ambassador. The Techie Fee program, funded by the European Union to the tune of 23 million euros. And this program will give a change to the life of the youth in the Gambia, those who are here and those who are returning to the Gambia. There are opportunities, so let's make it in the Gambia. Techie Fee.
In strength, year on year, we've seen the increase in the number of stalls, which also signals, positive, involvement of both youth, women, and entrepreneurs, in the domestic economy. It's very encouraging, and we hope that the momentum will be kept, will be maintained, for greater and increased participation in future trade fairs.
My name is Mrs. Teresa Jara. I am the Manager for Corporate Services of the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Today we're officially launching the 13th edition of Trade Fair Gambia International in partnership with the European Union and the Youth Empowerment Project to launch the Techie Fee initiative. It has been a successful event, and we hope that the way it started, we would finish with the success that it has started with. Thank you.
Will spring a lot of encouragement that would, encourage others that, are attempting or are already out there to come back home, as the Vice President has said. Let them come back home and take advantage of the opportunity that are available here. We're really proud of the activities that are happening, and thank you very much. Okay.
Hello everybody, my name is Ndai Fatunjai and I'm the founder of Tiga, and welcome to our beautiful and unique store. You will not find any other store like this in the trade fair. It just goes to show and elaborate how creative we are and how much we think outside of the box. And I am very happy to be part of this year's trade fair, the 13th edition. Again, this is our third year and it's great. You guys did a very good job, GCCI, well done.
Thank you very much.
Yay!
Katiwada.
Why are you here, Katuwada?
I'm here to see what Gambian businesses, local and big, have to offer, and to support young entrepreneurs. So I've been at the Pavilion down there, and I've been very impressed with what I've seen.
What I have seen today is phenomenal. It's really phenomenal, and I am very hopeful.
Yeah, but madam, there are criticisms on the table that the government is not giving enough support to young people, and we already see an effective participation already of young people in the trade fair. How ready is your government to give more support to young Gambians?
I think what people have to understand is that the Gambia is coming from a very difficult context. A context where there was no direction in a way, the youths had no hope, and definitely that was why they were going through the back way. Now, since we came in, when the new Gambia was ushered in, within a democracy, a lot of efforts have been done. We have to understand that to develop and to move from such a precarious situation to move towards a direction, it requires planning, it requires investment, and it requires putting all the energy so that we have a sustainable pathway for the young people, and that is what this government is doing. All I want to say here is that young people have to be patient. We have to get things right, and we are trying to get it right for them. And today, what I have seen on this ground is promising. And I believe whatever people may want to say, maybe because they are not following up the trends of development and the way we are moving. I urge everybody to come to this trade fair and see what these young women and girls, the young people are doing. I am very proud and I'm very optimistic.
Should we expect more homegrown projects for young people?
In fact, that is the policy of the government. We're going to do local content is very important. Whilst we liberalize the economy, we also have to have some programs that will look inwards in order to strengthen the constituency of young people and entrepreneurs who will be able to, what we call homegrown entrepreneurs, to be able to engage effectively and also make the benefits of AGOA, the CFTA, and all other regional policies that the Gambia is supposed to benefit. Looking at the size of the Gambia, looking at the population, going within the framework of the regional agreements, it gives us unlimited markets. It also opens up the doors for us to partner with others and move on. So the future is bright. Let the youth harness themselves, leverage from these opportunities that this government is giving them to be able to do whatever. There is a lot of training opportunities. You've heard what the European Union have said and all the other partners. You've heard the number of trainings, the finances that are going to come to all this. Where is it going? It's going to the Gambian youth. And therefore, I think they should also make up their mind and be ready to engage. Let us be patient. We cannot give you magic because we found a completely destroyed economy. Institutions were completely gone and directives was how we used to work. But now in this new democracy, in this new Gambia, what the government of Adama Barrow is doing is to have a good start. Respect for the institutions, for technocrats, respecting the policies, non-interference where we are not supposed to, and all the other aspects of development. So I think we have a good show and we have a good start, a very sustainable start for the youth to build upon. So I believe there is hope. Let every youth come home. Those who are out there and those who are not engaged, let them try as much as possible to come home and engage with the opportunities that this project is going to give them and many more.
Thank you.
Thank you.